Good afternoon. Welcome to Hummingbird Nest Ranch. I'm here with our local trainer, Scott Legal, which is one of the biggest supporters here at the Australian Damicide Training Schooling Sessions. Scott, we have a couple questions for you today.
Okay.
Can you please tell us a little bit about your upbringing with the horses?
Sure, yeah. Well, I started at quite a late age. I was 14 years old. Most kids start these days, 10, I'd say. For me, I started quite late coming off baseball, but I knew right away that I had a love for it. I was 14, about 6 months in, I knew this is what I want to do for a living. I love the horses, I love the sport. I knew right away that this was for me.
That was for you.
Yeah.
And who were your horse mentors growing up?
Well, I started at Elvin Star with Jim Hagman, and he supported me tremendously in the beginning. He gave me all the confidence in the world that I could be a top trainer, top rider one day. And so I think that really helped with my confidence that I believe I could do this. So I'd say Jim was in the beginning, in the early years.
So he instilled that confidence in you to move forward.
Exactly.
Perfect. And when did you decide you want to turn professional and do this for a living?
Well, that came quite early as well. Like I said, about 6 months into riding, I knew right away this is what I want to do. Fortunately, my parents weren't too happy about that because that meant I wasn't going to go to college. I was going to pursue riding right off the bat out of high school. So I knew right early on that this is what I wanted to do.
It was in your blood.
It was.
Perfect. And then when did you actually turn professional?
I became professional when I was 24 years old. I had been riding with Kieran Healy for 5 years, who also put a tremendous amount of confidence into me and taught me attention to details. So I turned professional when I was 24, when I became assistant trainer for Misty Cassar for Soprano Farms. And she was great to work for. She had super nice horses, super nice riders, and it got me started. I also started working at that age too for Mark Cassar and riding some of his horses.
So yeah, that got you on track with the business side of things.
Exactly.
Okay. And then how long have you had your business now?
Well, my business started a few years later. I believe I was about 26 years old, I'd say. Misty picked up and moved to Italy to pursue her riding. And some of the riders that I was assisting at the time, I became their head trainer and started Scott Legal Stables at that time. So about 8 years ago. Okay,
so it's still quite young.
It is. It is. You learn every day, and it is a newer thing. I've been riding for 20 years, but I've only been a professional for about 8 years.
Okay, well, that sounds interesting. And now, Scott, how do you define your training and riding philosophy?
Well, for me, my business is on the small side, and that's on purpose. That allows me to work mostly private lessons, do a lot of one-on-one lessons. Allows me to get very detailed with my riders. And then you're teaching big groups of 8, it's hard to do that. So I believe in the private lessons. I did majority of my lessons over the years have been private, and that's something I believe in. So I'd say
it's just more you like the one-on-one, attention to detail.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Well, Scott, having said that, where do you see your business and your riding career in 5 years?
In 5 years, I like to say that it's about the same as it is now. Have a good group of kids, amateur riders as well. And I'd also like to, I have an up-and-coming young horse right now. I'm pursuing Grand Prix myself. I did them with Karen, and I have a really, really nice 7-year-old right now, so I'm hoping to be in the Grand Prix in about 2 years with him. And pursuing some of my own riding goals as well as with the kids.
Simultaneously.
Exactly.
Everybody growing together.
Exactly.
Well, Scott, thank you very much for coming here and being one of our biggest supporters, and we wish you the best of luck moving forward.
Thank you very much.